Hello, fellow creatives and lovers of art. Welcome to my art space. I will show you how I went through the process of drawing this little picture, which I needed to include a teacup, an apple, and a book. We can get started. So here's my little container with my drawing prompts. I'm going to pick 3 of them and challenge myself and draw a picture. I'm going to start out with my little teacup here. So this is sort of like an artist at play. I like to challenge myself with these little exercises sometimes because then I don't have the chance to plan too much or think too much about my art. Following inspiration, following intuition, and I see where it leads. I'm going to do my little handle here. So as you can see, my strokes are very rough. It's kind of my sketching technique. Okay, so I have my teacup. Now I'm going to add my apple. Maybe I'll add my apple right here. So I have my basic shape, and then I can go ahead and erase what's behind. And then I like to fill out my sketch a little more, a little bit more detailed, a little darker strokes. If I have too many lines, I kind of erase some. That way I know which ones I'm working with. This is tough for me because I usually like having a little more plan for my art. This is a stretching experience. I'm going to add some books. I think I'm going to add maybe I'll add in one more, a little bit wider. This time hardcover. So I do a double, again, some little lines here. That's the binding. Oh, my apple really should have been a little lower here. Otherwise, it's going to be falling off the books. So don't worry about erasing. That's what erasers are for. And this is just a sketch. Add a little bit of the core here. Now I'm going to add a little rim to my teacup because of all my rough lines. And maybe I'm going to add a couple more books in here, since it is the month of school starting again. And just for fun, I might add some pencils, a ruler as well. I don't like having everything at the same level, so I'm going to put the ruler higher up there. Maybe a shorter pencil here. And now I can erase my lines of the book that I don't need anymore. A little bit more detail to this one too. I think I'm going to make this one as a notebook. So I'm going to add in a little bit more papers. This is kind of how I draw my notebook. Here the papers will go on this side. And I'm going to make it a ring book. Maybe a little sticker here. I'm going to add the words school. There will be another book. This one will have a little oval for the name. Fun. Since learning is supposed to be fun. Refine my pencils a little bit. My ruler, I'm going to make little lines for the measurements. And that way it looks more like a ruler. Actually, I'll make it even a little bit bigger. I don't like things at the same level. Might even add a little pen here. What makes it a pen is a little handle here. I'm going to add a little design on my teacup. If you know me, I love to add pretzels. go. Maybe some little other decorations on the mug. And my picture is not complete without a few flowers. I'm not sure what type of flower this is. I just make my little centers like that. And I add a few little line strokes. Again, I'm going to erase a little part of the apple. Maybe make one more over here. Little dots in the middle. Again, my petals are very simple and easy, just the little lines like that. And I'm going to add in another type of flower, just a very quick, easy flower. And the fun part is just imagining where would I like some flowers. I could fill my picture with them, but I'm going to have to stop myself somewhere. I like them in the cup, on the cup, behind the cup, in front of the cup. I would put them all over if I could. And maybe add a few little greens. Very simple little leaves like these with a couple little branches. And sometimes I'll just do a single leaf. I might add a little fern leaf here, fill out the space. Or sometimes I like leaving some extra spaces, but for this one I'm really filling it out. I don't know if I could have stuck to just 3 objects. As you can see, I've added loads more objects. I think it would be even more of a challenge to not make a picture without any flowers and leaves. If I could only draw one thing, I think that would have to be it. There is my piece of art. I'm trying to think what else. I think it's fairly good. If you wanted to now, you could always add it in a little bit of shading. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this picture. Maybe I'll decide to color it. If so, I would just either scan it or take a photo of it and move it to the iPad. Or I could also just paint it, though this is not the right paper for painting. So I don't think it would turn out so well. So that's why I'm just playing around with some shading, pencil shading. Just very simple little strokes and lines. And for shading, I prefer using a normal pencil, kind of a oilier, greasier pencil, but this is what I have to work with right now. Sometimes you can just do straight lines. Other times I like using little diagonal lines. Looks like I kind of already have some shadings because of all my little sketch lines, doesn't it? So I think it's good for me to sometimes just draw a picture and keep it as a sketch. That way I don't even have a project in mind. It's called my type of play. I think it's play for an artist when you don't think too much about the results. Oh, what is this piece going to be for? How can I use it? How can I sell it? How can I make it better? I think I'm just going to leave it as it is and enjoy the process of drawing, challenging myself. It was a bit scary not knowing what I was going to draw. I think there's so many times in life when we have to take those little challenges, and it's good for us. And if we're not happy with the result, well, we'll do better next time. We don't have to beat ourselves over the head. I'm learning that if I like it, then that's what matters. Doesn't matter how many likes I get on my Instagram page or how many views. Matters if I'm happy, I'm content with the result. And most of all, I think more than that, I enjoyed the process. So that's the biggest lesson I'm learning at the moment. Just enjoy the journey of creating, even if I don't have a specific plan for what I'm creating. It's almost liberating, actually, to realize that not every piece of art has to be good, has to be perfect, and has to fit into a box of a certain project that I need to make it for. Okay, maybe just a little bit of shading on my flowers here. My pencil is a little bit too sharp. If I had other pencil, it would be a little more dull. I think there's the benefits to the mechanical pencil. You don't have to sharpen it, but it's not the best for shading at all. But for now, we'll just do with what we have. A little more to these big flowers. I'm trying to be careful and just make my strokes even lighter than the sketch. If you wanted to, you could even make this as line art. So if you wanted to trace over it with a pen and then leave the pencil strokes for the shadings, that would make sense. That would help your shadings to stand out a bit more, as well as your lines. So for the leaves, I just do a little bit at the end there. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them. Maybe just the big ones like this. Well, I hope this helps you to see a little bit of my art process. Especially sometimes when I don't know what to draw, I'm stuck. I find that this little weight helps me. It challenges me as well to draw new things, different things. So don't underestimate a little bowl and some drawing prompts. It's easy to do one drawing prompt, but I decided to make it difficult for myself by adding 3 together. Of course, this was fairly easy because they're all related to September, which that's what I had included in my bowl. But maybe next time I'll do some other random objects. All right, well, this is the final result. I hope you enjoyed this little time with me, and I'll see you next time.